Mine! Got it! Damn! Oh, bad luck, Batty! Well done, Robert! Put it up, scorer! 4 runs!
Oh, I hate washing up, don't you? You know what I say? Here today, here tomorrow.
Actually, I shouldn't be doing it. I know I shouldn't. But somehow it just doesn't seem right if I don't. After all, that's why I'm here, isn't it? Miriam, the captain's wife. Miriam, the teas. Oh, I don't mean that sort of teas. I mean refreshments. Miriam, the refreshments. Oh, but super spread, Angela. Well done. Really yummy. Actually, I'd say about 4 out of 10. Some of these sandwiches were curling up so much I nearly rolled off the plate. Oh, no, that was really awful. Sorry!
Yes. Another 4! Whack it up, scorer! Oh, big time.
You tell that woman to stop picking me up and putting me down in places where I don't want to be put down.
Giving you a hard time, is she, Kev?
I think she's big. I want to see her sister. Like a giant. Fantastic. Here, Rog. If I was a medical man, which I very nearly could have been, I'd give that bowler a saliva test. He's twice as fast as he was last year.
We've got to beat them, you know, Kev. It's not just a game, it's a matter of principle. I hate them. I hate them.
Good book.
I try to read 1 a year. It does so broaden the mind, don't you agree?
I know this, Virginia. You're a damn fine woman. Some men.
Miriam!
Yes, Roger.
Where have you been, woman?
I've been doing the washing up. That's what boring people do, Roger. They do the washing up.
Now, look here. You're not going to go on about that all day, are you? I am trying to spearhead a match-winning situation here, and things are very finely balanced. All right, Mim? OK, fair enough?
Yes, I'm sure they are, darling. But go on about what? About you calling me boring? Oh, that's what boring people do, Roger. They go on boringly about boring things.
Miriam? I've got a headache.
Have you, darling? I wonder why.
Well, I need something for it.
Would you like me to chop woman over to the car, fetch you something from the first aid box?
Yes, well done, Miriam.
Super. All right, Virginia?
Super.
Super. Good shot. Enjoying the match, Aisha?
Yes, thank you, Miriam.
Jolly good.
Thought you might, like a hand.
You make it sound ever so tempting, Dennis. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to give it a miss. Just this once. Okay?
Well, just, let me know.
Oh, I will. I will.
Oh, you know perfectly well I prefer the fizzy ones.
Oh, unfortunately, we're fresh out of the fizzy ones, so you just have to be a brave little soldier and force these ones down, won't you, Roger? Good shot, Arnold! Because the thing is, you see, Roger, I don't think it's strictly accurate to call me boring. I don't think I am boring. A lot of people don't think I'm boring either. In fact...
Miriam, shut up!
Thank you so much. Roger's being difficult again.
I am not being difficult. Bob, am I ever difficult?
Oh, I heard you're a bit of a pushover myself. I'm not a bad little innings, eh, Skip?
Yes, very good. Where's Imran?
Talking to his wife.
What's he doing talking to her? He should be getting padded up. Imran, old mate!
How do you mean, a bit of a pushover?
What? Sorry?
Rog, bit of a pushover.
Ask him.
Come on, Colin, get a move on!
What's going on?
What?
People being nice to me. People like her, Miriam, she's never nice to me. You're colluding, aren't you? You're laughing at me behind me back.
Ginny, no one is laughing at you. Nothing is going on.
I'll ask you one last time. You were phoning her, weren't you?
Ginny.
Just yes or no, or I'll scream.
All right, all right. She just wanted me to go
Oh,
and
that's
collect...
all I wanted to know. Now, sod off, will you?
Ginny.
Sod off!
So,
I've just done my nails, but if there's anything I can do...
Oh, thank you so much, but it's not compulsory.
Well, you're going to get some help whether you like it or not.
Sorry?
I'm going to help you stop worrying about me and Bob and things that don't bloody well concern you. Because whatever you're thinking, you've got it all wrong. Sorry, Miriam, but there's no trouble. No trouble at all. So instead of worrying about us, why don't you worry about Dorking?
Dorking? I don't know Dorking.
I know, but Roger does. Ask the chaps.
it's not as invigorating as stock car racing, is it?
Shut up.
Does the name Dorking mean anything to you, Kev?
Not a lot, no.
Super.
Ginny.
Bob,
Yes, Miriam, old chap.
you remember we were having a bit of fun and everything, and you said something about Rog being a bit of a pushover, and we all had a jolly good laugh. Well, that wouldn't have anything to do with Dorking, would it?
Dorking.
Dorking, yes.
Ah. Dorking. You know about Dorking, do you?
Well, sort of. Well, no, not really. It's just that...
Ask Dennis. He knows all about Dorking. He knows all about everything.
Yes! 100 up! Great shot, Alex! Ha ha!
Virginia!
Over.
I think you might have the wrong idea.
Oh, yes. About what?
Well, about how people... Well, about the way I think about you.
I don't give a pair of knickers what you think about me.
Oh, but I think you do, you see.
Miriam!
Oh, please, this is very hard for me. Please don't think I'm criticising you and Bob, per se. I mean, what worries me is how your problems affect things generally. You know, in terms of the team and everything.
Oh, the team!
And it certainly isn't a question of comparisons. I mean, I've never claimed that my marriage is perfect. Far from it.
Not awfully far from it, Miriam, surely. Just a few miles up the A24.
Yes! No, Alex! No!
Right. Who's in next? It's Kevin. Where's Kevin?
Kevin?
Damn rotten show, Alex.
Yes, and luck, old boy.
Right, off you go now, Kev. Nice and easy, old son. Nice and easy.
Oh, tuck your shirt in. Tuck your shirt in. Hooray!
Come on, come on!
You remember you once said to me that if there was anything I ever wanted to talk about, I could talk about it to you? Well, there is.
Oh, what's that, me old love?
Talking.
Talking?
Vis-a-vis, Roger?
Oh. Dorking. You, know about Dorking, do you?
Well, no. It's just that I thought as a very close friend you could, you know, tell me.
Well, it's, difficult. I mean, it's not for me, really, is it, old lover? I mean,
Yeah!
Oh, yes!
Come on, my little Kev, you're on a roll! Woo!
Kevin's doing well, Skipper.
We've got to beat them. You know, Dennis, we've got to beat them. Right, who's in next? God, it's me. Pads! Pads! Where are my pads?
Roger?
What? No, come along, woman, come along!
Sorry.
What?
Chessington Zoo? Leatherhead? Box Hill?
You know what really irritates me with my wife? She nags me. Nag, 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 never stops. Can't see you nagging young Kevin.
I used to, but he put a stop to it.
How'd you do that?
Well, I was going on a bit, and he said, if you don't shut up while I'm doing my pastry, I'll put one on you. And I didn't shut up, so he put one on me. A right uppercut, I think it was. He's got a fantastic right uppercut, my little Kev. Comes right up from the floor, it does. Wallop! Mind you, give him his due. He'd never hit a man.
God, I'm tense.
That's because you do so much, Roger. All this, and virtually single-handed.
Yeah, you're quite right, of course. I was just the same at school. Incredible organiser. I was captain of cricket then as well, you know.
You said something I've never really understood, Roger.
What is?
Well, how you've never really improved. I mean, if you're a captain then, shouldn't you be a field marshal or something by now?
Oh, yes, yes. Very good, Mim. Ha, ha. Good shot, Kev! Neck?
Oh, do you want a massage?
Do you do that sort of thing?
Kev says I'm fantastic.
Oh, well, yeah. Yes, in that case, it's just there.
Right.
Oh. Miriam,
Yes, darling?
I hope you're taking a note of this.
Oh, yes, I am, darling.
You know, seeing how it's done.
Got a nice little body, Roger. In its own way. Nice little plumps.
Plumps?
These things.
Oh!
Oh, plumps, yes, hasn't he?
Well, I've always been keen on sport. I suppose that's how I kept so trim.
Yes, when we went to Corfu for our honeymoon, he took along his hat and his box in case there was a game going, didn't you, Roger?
What box?
His box, you know. Protect his thingies.
Oh, his box.
Mind you, nowadays he could keep them in Fort Knox for the amount of use they get.
There.
Oh, fantastic.
Me next?
Dennis, do you suffer from athlete's foot?
Hardly, old love.
Oh, I've noticed every time you touch me how damp your hands are. Just wondered if dampness was a general condition of yours.
Miriam,
Yes, darling?
make a note to pop down to the College of Further Education, will you? See if they do physio.
Yes, darling. Now, would you like me to sign on for physio before or after I've signed on for car maintenance?
Miriam, you're smoking.
Yes, darling.
Well, I didn't know you were smoking again.
Oh, there's a lot of things you don't know about me, Roger. Dennis, about that drink.
Pardon?
I could probably manage next Wednesday. Super.
Right there. Colin there. Graham over there. Graham over there. Pete there. Neil over there. All right? Matthew over that side. Malcolm over there. Mine! Yes! That's it, boys! That's the way to do it! Easy, get out!
She hates me. I don't believe me, you know. I do it all wrong. Always do.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself and go and give her a cuddle. Attaboy, Kevin! That's my little Kev, that is. Woo!
Am I so very unattractive, Dennis?
You, Mim? Never.
I've always been completely faithful to Roger. I want you to know that.
I'm sure you have.
One is, by nature.
One knows that.
But one can change. One can only stand being called an officer and a gentleman for so long.
The thing is, I think we should think very carefully about it.
Very carefully about what?
Wednesday. We mustn't rush into anything we might not be able to control. The heart is a strange animal. I know.
But I've always been able to control everything, don't you see? That's been my trouble.
Well, let's, you know, think about it.
You've been divorced for over a year, but still you go around there. Still you pay the rent and mow the lawn and fix the shelves and anything else you and your bloody guilt complex think you ought to. And what's guilt of it isn't self-indulgence, tell me that.
Ginny.
Why won't you let go of her? Why?
Yes, Kev! Take that, Fatty!
Well, go on, get a move on!
Why couldn't you have done this an hour ago? Why? Why?
Miriam!
Where are you when I need you? Doing?
Tell me about Dorking.
Miriam, would you please open the door?
Yes, darling, of course I will, just as soon as you've told me about Dorking.
All right, Miriam. Well, if you remember, last year you didn't come to Dorking when we played Piggy Pearson's Mob because you chose to go and visit your mother who'd gone down with a touch of the Watsits.
Yes, darling, I remember.
Well, if you remember, I came back late because the fan belt had gone on the Volvo.
Yes, darling.
Well, it didn't.
What do you mean it didn't?
What I mean is, Piggy Pearson's got this divorce system, took a bit of a shine to me, and if you must know, when you thought I was waiting for the AA, I was indulging in a spot of naughties. Just the once mine, nothing in it, of course, and no need to ask whether you understand, because of course you do. Now, will you please open this door?
Yes, darling, of course I will. But the thing is, you see, I'm just the teensiest, weetsiest bit surprised you haven't mentioned it before. Bearing in mind it has always been our solemn agreement should such a happening occur.
2 reasons. A, it didn't seem worth mentioning at the time, and B, well, by the time I did get round to telling you, you were too busy planning the bloody menu for next week's match, so it didn't seem right to disturb you. All right, Liam, okay, fair enough.
I am not boring, Roger. I am bored! Bored, bored, bored! And I am leaving you here and now before I am bored to death! Excuse me.
Look, I'm sorry, Mrs. I'm thinking, what's it? Been wrong, but...
My name is not Pingy, nor is it what's it, nor is it Mrs. Imran. My name is Aisha Ahmed, which you should know, because my husband has been a member of your cricket team for 2 seasons now, but not for any longer, Mr. Dervish, because neither of us can tolerate your behavior. You are a silly little man. Silly little, rude little, unpleasant little man. Good night, Mr. Dervish. Mrs. Dervish?